place, I set it on fire. I bring the heat every time. I can change paces at any time. I'm creative and very crafty.
Match number 3 of the first half is an anticipated fight here between Crafton Wallace and Peyton Russel. Very evenly matched in 2 enforcer kind of guys. Both of these guys very tough. The Blaze Wallace, 33 years old. This guy fights to the bell. He is in the blue for the Miami Force.
Yeah, Peyton Russel comes in. His strengths, he says, he's in awesome shape. And believe me, that's an incredible weapon that you have to have in this type of event. He also has a Taekwondo background. And you've got, of course, on the other side, Crafton Wallace with his Muay Thai and classical karate background.
This is a great opportunity for Miami, especially to think strategy here. They've narrowed the gap, obviously, in match number 2 between the ladies. Now, Crafton Wallace has an opportunity to really get his team rallied if he could come out with a win against Russell.
Yeah, Wallace doing well. Again, putting his hands and feet combination together well. He likes that leg kick followed up with hands to the head. You've got Peyton Russell using that left foot front kick to advantage that we talked about earlier. It's a nice stopping kick. Stops the opponent from just moving in and up, unloading with those hands.
Peyton Russell, they call him the artist. He's fighting for Philly there in the maroon pants. And what's kind of interesting about the nickname, the artist, is he's an artist. Got some art galleries. So, you know, somebody who jumps in the ring is willing to throw kicks and punches to somebody's head and be as brutal as you can be in this sport. Obviously, it's interesting to note the, the other side of the world where he can sit with a paintbrush and sit in a very quiet room and just be very passive.
As we say, individual expression, that's what art is. And you can be a fighter and just express yourself individually, same as on a canvas. See Russell there scoring well with some hands to the head. He's starting to put the pressure on Wallace at the moment.
Wallace, a former national kickboxing champion. His plan in pretty much every fight is to attack, attack, attack. And he did come out that way, but now you see here, down to 1:20 left in this 3rd match in the first half. And both guys dialing it back a little bit, conserving some energy. They got well over a minute to go.
Yeah, as we like to say, this is like trying to sprint flat out for 3 minutes. It's a difficult ask when you're trying to use your hands and legs constantly. Remembering that there is a rule that if you are not throwing, whenever you step back, you must throw, or you can get penalized a point for passivity, it's called, for inactivity.
One of the unique elements of the World Combat League. If you aren't fighting, if you're not in the fight, you will give your opponents points.
Crafton Wallace working well with those leg kicks followed up with the hands to the head. And that can also take a lot of kicking sort of finesse out of you. When you start getting your legs pounded with the shin of the opposing fighter, it's a hard thing also to recover from.
3rd match, first half. These guys, in all likelihood, barring a knockout, will meet again in the 2nd half. So they'll have a chance to size each other up one more time. But now down to the final 20 seconds in match 3. Miami needs a win here to gain a lot of momentum and to take over the Philly Fire.
And Wallace trying to do that for Miami. He's trying to create the pressure on. He's stepping up to Peyton Russell. It's exactly what he needs to do in order to get the points from the judges. There was a left knee then from Wallace.
And there you see a very wry smile and an exchange of the hands. And listen, good fight on a good night. Both of these guys giving everything they've got. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who wins here. Honestly, Richard, it was fairly even.
I think Wallace stayed very busy in that match. You know, he was slightly more aggressive than Russell. Let's see what the judges decide. There's a nice hand combination. It's fake spinning back kick followed with a right round kick from Wallace as well.
All right, here's the score for match.
Well, the judges were listening to you, Mr. Norton. Crafton Wallace and the Miami Force, they have momentum on their side now. Wallace 15 over Russell with 11 points. So Miami now 26, Philadelphia 39. Staying in the game, momentum on Miami's side.
Was close. What I need to do is initiate more in round 2 and get him going at my pace and set the distance and knock him out.
Well, the game plan that I worked out for round 1 worked really well. And as you said, it was a very close match. I'm going to stick to that game plan, get my hands working a little bit more busier, come up to the top, to the head, to the body, just really keep mixing up, maybe some little bit more lateral movement.